Hello and welcome back. In this unit, I am going to talk about forms. You will learn about forms in byd8, form templates, form template variants, and how one can adapt a form using Easy Form Editor and Adobe Lifecycle Designer in this unit. I will also cover how to create a custom form and enhance a standard form in Cloud Application Studio. So what are forms? Forms are documents that contain business relevant data that can be previewed and sent out based on the output channel configuration in SAP Business byd8 system. There are basically two types of forms. Print forms are read-only portable document format or PDFs that are generated from data stored in the system. Print forms can be printed, sent as an email attachment or faxed to the business partners. The other type is interactive forms, which are interactive PDF files that can be generated from the system and sent as email attachments to the business partners. The business partners can then directly enter the data into the form and send it back. It's possible in byd8 to add or modify rules that are used by the system to determine which form template to be used for the process integrated output of a particular business document. These rules could either be a simple selection based on various criteria like company and org unit, or could be a complex set of predefined conditions that determine the form template selection, like a nested decision table. Form templates are typically country and language dependent. However, few are country and language independent. Language dependent predefined form templates are delivered for all business scenarios in SAP Business byd8. So here I am going to talk about basic elements of forms. When we talk about forms, we should understand the key elements of forms. Form master templates. They are used to create a standardized document header, footer and sender address for all the documents generated within the same company or org unit. Additionally, you could also define an email disclaimer as part of the form master templates used when the output channel is email. It's possible to assign a master template to a combination of org unit or company and output channels. You could also create several form master templates in Business byd8 and decide to select a default one. The form template variants, it's a current existing form template that can be copied as a new variant or a new template. When you adapt a form template variant, this leads to the creation of different versions of the form template variant. If a form template is country specific, then SAP provides the country specific variant in the country's language and the fallback language is English. Example would be a customer invoice template variant created in English for the country India. Form template groups, each form template is assigned to a form template group. This grouping is done based on the business area to which the form template belongs and the business relevant of the document. For example, customer credit memo and customer invoice, these are form templates that are grouped under the form template group customer invoice. Moving on, form template adaptation lets the administrator to modify the content of a print form using Easy Form Editor. Interactive forms can be modified and enhanced using Adobe Lifecycle Designer. You could create a country variant or a language variant by copying the existing form template as a new variant. You could also copy the existing template to a new template and modify the content and layout. While using Easy Form Editor certainly makes simple adjustments a breeze, Adobe Lifecycle Form Designer offers a wide range of options for formatting the layout and content. For example, changing the position of title or logo, adjusting the visibility of columns, change column order, column headers can be easily done via Adobe Lifecycle Designer. It also supports multi-language text. This means you could have different languages displayed in a single form itself. So far I have explained you about forms and the key elements of forms in byd8. Now let's look at the extension of forms. Extension fields added via key user extension can be easily added to a form template. This is possible via further usage of extension field in adaptation mode in the UI. What will be more interesting and relevant for our course would be to understand how we can extend forms via Cloud Studio. It's possible you could enhance a standard form based on an extension BO or .xbo that you created in Cloud Studio, or it's possible also to create a custom form from the scratch for a custom BO that you have created in Cloud Studio. Now let us look at the Cloud Studio for a short demo. So here we are in the Cloud Studio. As we can see, we have already created in the previous unit an XBO as part of the data source and report unit. We have also added an element express delivery as an indicator type. So here we can actually enhance a form. We right click on the XBO and say enhance form. So we are going to enhance the standard sales order confirmation form with the field express delivery. I click on OK, and this opens up the byd8 UI, which will allow me to add this field to the form template. And I will log in with my SDK user. Yeah, so this takes me and shows me all the sales order confirmation template available in the system. I'm just going to add it for the country United States and language English using the EC form editor. Yeah, now you could see as part of this form template what are the sections available, and you just need to select the section and add the field. So I have selected contact information and I have already added it beforehand, the express delivery. Otherwise, how you should do is you just click on add field and then a pop-up appears. Just select the field from the left hand side, drag it here and click on OK. That's it, the field appears here. Yeah. So now we are going to just save this form. Once this is done, I just cancel because I have already added the field here. It appears here for me. Say show always. I just save this and I say click on publish. So this form template gets updated with the new field that we have just added. I can now safely close this and close this window. And let me gonna open the UI again. I will log in with my administrator user. So here we are in the UI. I'll just directly go to the application user management, go to the view form template maintenance, and I know where I have added it. So I just directly say the template group C01, which means sales order confirmation, and country that I have added as United States, and the English is my language where I have added, and just say click on go. So there are two of them. We have added it here as part of sales order confirmation. I just open it again in EC form editor just to ensure that this field is added. Because what we have done is we have opened it from the SDK and then added the field. Now we have logged in with the administrator user to see if it is actually published. Here you are, you can see the express delivery field added here. Let us just quickly have a preview right here. It opens up, there you go. You could see the express delivery field added as part of the sales order confirmation standard form template. Now we move back to the PDI. Let me just close this. Let me just not add again. And here, as a second part of the demo, I would also like to show you how you can create a custom form. So job listing, or I will take the job profile custom BO and you right click on it and it gives you this option, create print forms. So here what I am going to do, I am going to maintain some mandatory fields, the job profile form. The job profile form is again my description. of this. It's important to add a form template group. We saw it already as part of the presentation. Each form template belongs to a form template group. So here I click on new, and then the system suggests a name. I just go with that, the job profile form group, and then click on next. And here basically I can just select the fields from my custom BO job profile, which are the ones that you need to include as part of your custom form. I click on next. The language is English, the description I am keeping it default, or you can just say job profile and just click on finish. So now once this is done, you would be able to see a new object getting added as part of a solution explorer under the job profile BO, a new form template under the form template. Yeah, there you go. You could see the form group, which is your header. Under that you will see the job profile form, which I am not doing anything here. It will automatically allow me to open this form on the Adobe Lifecycle Designer. So I just opened it. Okay, it has already opened here. Yes. So it initially asked, you want designer to update the connection using the modified XML schema. Yes, I say yes. So now you are here in Adobe Lifecycle Designer. As I mentioned during the presentation, it has huge capability for a user to able to edit it and modify and enhance the form, create the custom form with a lot of additional fields and animations. So here I select the untitled subform page 1. I can give a name to it. I'll just give a job profile as the name, and then go to the binding and just use data connection job profile. So here you will just link the fields that you have selected as part of your forms, and it has been bound to that. So now if you go to the data view, you already see the fields that you selected appearing here as part of the job profile, and all you can do is you can just drag and drop these fields. It says ID. This is again, I need the domain. I can just drag and drop the domain. I'll just keep it here. Employee type, I need to keep it here. And each of these fields, Adobe Lifecycle Designer lets you to do how the field has to be. It has to be a text field, or the employee type, how it has to be, whether it can be a drop down. All these possibilities are there. So I can keep the employee type, or rather the domain, as the drop down list. This I'll just keep it as a text field, and then the appearance, basic, underlined or solid. You can, if you change it, you can already see how it is going to be appear on the UI once you save and publish this, and the value can be done. And here it also shows you there are a lot of possibilities basically you can do with this. And again, once you are done with your creation of the form, basically you can save it, and then this .xtp file is being saved, and now if you just preview it, it shows you as a form how it is going to appear once you have finished it. So this is how your form will appear basically, if you whatever, based on the design that you have done here. So I am not going into the detail. This is a very extensive tool. You need to learn a lot about it, how to play around with this. You could do it. There are a lot of help documents available in the web. So I am just going to close it. I have already saved it. I am just going to come out of Adobe Lifecycle Designer. Here I am. You have to basically activate the form group. So once the form group, yes, it's activated now. In the meantime, I can also just log off and log in back once the BC is deployed. Maybe to be on the safer side, I'll also just activate the BO once again. Just to be on the safer side. And then I come back here and let me just quickly log in. So again I go back here, I just template group. Yeah, now it has come up. Now we can see the form template, what we have done. It's come up. You could just open it in Easy Form Editor or in Adobe Lifecycle Designer and then play around with it. You can just go to the layout, and if you want to add a logo to this, simply add it, and if the sender address or footer, whatever you want to maintain as part of it, can be directly done it via Easy Form Editor, or you could further modify it using Adobe Lifecycle Designer. Yeah, with that I am done with the demo. So, just to summarize, we have covered forms in ByDesign, got a fair understanding of the various elements of forms in ByDesign in this unit. We also learned how to enhance a standard form based on a XBO and create forms for a custom BO. With this, I come to the end of this unit. I hope you enjoy this unit. See you again in week 5. I wish you all the best with the weekly assignment. Thank you and have a nice day.